Welcome to the Odyssey. I am Mike Odyssey, and in this video, I have some very interesting Nintendo Switch 2 news to share with you, and of course, I'll keep you up to date on everything happening inside the world of Nintendo. Now, there's a question out there that we want to answer, and I hope that you find this video interesting and basically entertaining, and it's, will the Nintendo Switch 2 put the Xbox out of business? Let's answer this.
Welcome to the Odyssey, hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a...
But before we get too much into the video, I am trying to get to 50K before October 12th. And what's October 12th? Well, it's actually my birthday. But, you know, if you would help me by hitting that subscribe button, and if you find value in this video and in this channel, I would appreciate your subscription. And of course, don't forget to click that bell to get notified of upcoming videos here at the Odyssey. Alright, so first up in the news, we have the top 10 selling games in the UK for the past week here, ending in September 2nd, 2023. And at first, we have Hogwarts Legacy, which is still not on the Switch. So sad. Second, we have Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. 3, we got the number 1 reason why Nintendo will never release Mario Kart 9. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still on the top 10 since release date. 4, we got The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. 5, we have Armored Core: Fires of Rubicon. Number 6, we have Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. Number 7, we have Starfield Premium Edition Upgrade. At number 8, we have Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 9, we have Minecraft, but the Switch version. At number 10, we have FIFA 23. And those are the top 10 games in the UK for the past week. Let's move on to the next piece of news. On to the world of Pokemon, and it looks like new previews have emerged for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Teal Mask DLC. Let's go ahead and read. A range of Japanese publications, such as Nintendo Dream and Famitsu, have published new hands-on previews of the first downloadable expansion for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is entitled The Teal Mask. Thankfully, the dependable Pokemon site, Cerebelli, has shifted through the notable previews and summarized the new information. Here is what's new. TMs are in the game. Famitsu notes that the move Grassy Glide, Burning Jealousy, Lash Out, and Poltergeist were seen, as well as Toxic. It also confirmed that more clothing, hairstyles, and picnic supplies will be available at the Kitakami Center, and you can even now rearrange chairs at the picnic table. In addition to Mochi, when completing the Orange Austin minigame where you pop balloons, you can also get Terra Charge. There are 3 difficulties: beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and you can play with other players to complete it. There was also a new item, including one that increases the experience points Pokemon's gain in battle when held. When Pokemon pose for a photo when you have a Roto Stick, you can also select a song which will cause your Pokemon to react. You can also share photos among friends when connected via a union circle. And all this seems amazing if you ask me. I cannot wait to play this DLC. Moving on to other news. Now, this is the last piece of news before we get to our main topic of the day, and this one is a sad one, unfortunately. And it confirms one little detail here, actually one major detail, and it has to do with Charles Martinet and his role as Mario. Now, I want to tell you right away what this confirms before I go ahead and read the article. It confirms that Charles Martinet had no choice over the matter whether to retire from his role as Mario. And after reading this article, one could even assume that he had no idea this was happening, thus, giving us that kind of delayed reaction to his tweet after the announcement came up. Let's go ahead and read. Charles Martinet is currently not sure what the Mario ambassador role will entail. Okay, let's read up ahead. Nintendo recently announced that Charles Martinet is stepping down as the voice of Mario, which he has been doing since the iconic Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64 console in 1996. Nintendo said that Mr. Martinet will have a new role in the company as Mario ambassador, though he has said in the new interview that he is not entirely sure what this role means. However, he did say that as we step forward into the future, we will learn exactly what this is. He continues to say, I am now a Mario ambassador. I don't know what this is yet. I'm not retired, as it were, but I'm an ambassador. as we step forward into the future, we'll all learn exactly what that is. Now, if you read this is extremely heart-wrenching and sad, okay? Because in this second paragraph, he says, I am now a Mario ambassador. I don't know exactly what that is yet. I'm not retired, as it were, but I'm an ambassador. As we step into the future, we'll all learn exactly what that is. He basically hinted out that he was on the boat with all of us together and that he did not know he was retiring. It's like Nintendo woke up one morning and said, you know what? I think it's time for a new voice actor. Let's go ahead and then get Martinet out and then get somebody new in. They released a thing out there in Twitter or whatever they released, and then Martinet found out together with all of us, because at the end he says we'll all learn exactly what this is, right? It's like we'll all learn together. It's like they're not going to notify him first. They're not going to tell him first whether it's actually a role. What if it's not? What if it's just something that Nintendo's putting out there to ease fans, right? To ease that fury that fans were feeling at the beginning, right? We now know that he is not retired. He said it himself. I'm not retired, as it were, but I'm an ambassador. He says it, but I'm an ambassador. He doesn't know what he is. It's like he was surprised by Nintendo's move. He's not a retired voice actor. He is still super young. He's still super talented. He has a lot to offer. And now we have here kind of, in a way, he didn't straightforward say it, but moving forward into the future, we'll all learn exactly what this is. Like, we don't know what this is yet. He doesn't know what this is yet. And he, being the voice of Mario for so long, not knowing exactly what that means that Nintendo did not communicate with him. And I'm sorry, but nobody can tell me now that Nintendo had this plan for months and Charles knew what was happening. I think Charles knew, along with everyone else, that he was retiring, and I'm sorry, but that's a crappy way to handle the most iconic voice in gaming history. And I don't know for sure what had happened, but according to this interview, he was pretty clear. I am now a Mario ambassador. I don't know what this is yet, right? I don't know what that is yet. I'm not retired, okay? He's trying to tell people, no, I did not retire. And then he's like, but I'm an ambassador. So he's like, I did not retire, but okay, I guess I'm an ambassador now. And then moving forward to the future, he says it clear. We'll all know what we'll all learn what exactly that is. That's something that really breaks my heart, to be honest. It does break my heart because Charles Martinet is such a wonderful voice actor. He's done such an amazing job, not only in voicing the voice of our childhood Mario, but also representing all over the world, as he is. So Nintendo has some explaining to do after this interview. They need to do something big to make it up to Charles Martinet. All right, so I want to know what you guys think about this news, because this one it's a tough one. It's a rough one to handle, but we need to talk about it because it happened. It's there, and I want to know your thoughts down below. All right, so in our last topic, we have this topic, right? To me, it's more of a topic than it is news. It's something to talk about, to ponder, just to discuss, right? In no way or form am I saying that Nintendo will ever put Xbox out of business. I want to make that clear because I know that YouTube is full of little trolls that come out of their little holes sometimes and just see a title or they see a thumbnail and they want to comment just based on that. But in no way or form am I saying that Xbox is going out of business, okay? It's the complete opposite. Now I'm going to go over an article that I found here as I was searching for news in my daily research, and this one says here, Nintendo Switch 2 is going to put Xbox out of the games business, and this is just, in my opinion, it's not accurate, right? And this was published yesterday, Monday, September 4th, by Game Central here at metro.co.uk, right? It's a really reputable website in the UK. And yeah, my UK friends, tell me what you think about this. Let's go ahead and read here. A reader is convinced. A reader, okay? This is not even it's a reader, okay? Somebody who read an article and then commented below it. That's how they're quoting when it comes to this. A reader is convinced that the Switch 2 will be so successful, it'll make Xbox unable to compete and seriously undermine PlayStation. I mean, it's no secret that Xbox has been struggling when it comes to sales of consoles, right? And this, versus Nintendo and versus PlayStation. But it has nothing to do with the console itself being a bad one. I have the Xbox Series X. It's a fantastic, beautifully built and powerful console. It just has to do with the games output, right? Xbox doesn't have enough first-party games that they can actually attract people with, right? Look at Nintendo. Nintendo is, their consoles are not the most powerful. They're great. They're handheld. They're dockable and everything. They don't have the most impressive console, but they have the most impressive IPs. There's nothing out there that compares to The Legend of Zelda. There's nothing out there that compares as a platformer to Super Mario Brothers, the one who began it all. There's nothing out there that compares to the world, the massive and the billions of fans of Pokemon. There's nothing out there that compares to the upcoming growing, even though it's a smaller franchise, it's still growing now, even with its fourth installment. Pikmin, right? Splatoon is a massive franchise now that it's owned by Nintendo as well, and so on. Metroid, there's so many franchises that Nintendo owns that they live by. Nintendo, without their IP, are nothing. And I'm a Nintendo fan, and I can tell you straight ahead, I'm not ashamed to say, hey, Nintendo is their IPs. Yes, they gave us different ways to play with consoles and remotes and Wii Fit and we whole bunch of all the stuff, but Nintendo is their IPs. As long as they have Mario, as long as they have Zelda, they have Splatoon, they have Pokemon, they will continue to dominate, right? It has nothing to do with the next-gen console. Can you imagine a next-gen console and then Nintendo goes ahead and just opens up Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon to third parties and to third-party consoles like Xbox and PlayStation, right? What would happen to Nintendo? It would actually maybe increase. I don't know. It's still they're still making money, but it's Nintendo are their IPs, right? That's why I disagree with this statement when Xbox is never going out of business. Xbox is more than just Xbox. It's Microsoft, right? Microsoft is what runs, I would say, 80% of the software on your PCs. And so right now, that's what this article goes by. It says that Nintendo is being underestimated, which is a fact, that they sold 30 million each new Super Mario game over Spider-Man game, which sold 13 million. And that everybody has to be afraid of Super Mario instead of being afraid of Sony and Spider-Man because Nintendo is coming after them, and that's what basically the article says. But I want to give you my 2 cents. I think there's something going on here behind the scenes, and it's something even more exciting than just pitting these two together, right? I think it's something more exciting than just saying Xbox versus Nintendo versus PlayStation, that Nintendo's going to come after you, going to eat your lunch, and all that stuff. It's not. I think it's more exciting due to that, okay? The first thing that I want to point out is that during Nintendo Live, there was one person present who really had great things to say about, the event. Nintendo Live just happened in the last 4 days, okay? Xbox Boss attended Nintendo Live 2023 and says he had a blast playing Mario Wonder. Xbox boss Phil Spencer had the opportunity to attend this weekend's Nintendo Live 2023, and naturally he checked out the video games they offer. Spencer says that he had a blast playing Super Mario Wonder cooperatively on the show floor and thanked the Nintendo staff of Nintendo of America for letting everyone enjoy and play. He was not there by himself. He was there with the crew, right? And it's no secret that Phil Spencer avidly plays games across multiple platforms and has always said he is a big fan of Nintendo games. Okay, Super Mario Wonder launches on Nintendo Switch Friday, October 20th, and so look, there's even an image of Phil Spencer in the Mario Wonder. Okay, here we are in Twitter. Here's an image of Phil Spencer taking a picture. Okay, he's taking a picture on the Mario Wonder display, which is incredible. This guy is one of my heroes. And then he has here 2 other employees with him on the other side. But here's Phil Spencer, okay, taking a picture on the Mario Wonder sign. I'm telling you this, guys. There's something behind the scenes here with Xbox and Nintendo. They have this kind of relationship that you don't find anywhere else. They don't see each other as rivals. They see each other as friends. And I can go as far as to tell you that Nintendo and Microsoft will soon form some type of partnership that we all are going to love. And let me show you one little, before I end this video, let me show you one little fun detail about this, okay? Because this is funny. I want to show you the map, okay? I'm going to go ahead and show you the map here. And we'll see something that's kind of very interesting here. So here is the map here, right? So I went on Google Maps and I typed Nintendo of America and I typed Microsoft, where Microsoft something. This is where Microsoft headquarters is in Nintendo of America, right? What do you notice here? Nintendo of America is where? I'm kind of lost right here. Nintendo of America. Okay, there it is. And then what do you notice all around Nintendo of America? Microsoft Redmond Woods campus, Microsoft building, Microsoft Commons, Microsoft building, Microsoft headquarters, all right, Microsoft alumni network. Okay, they're only 6 minutes away from each other. They're right there. Okay, why would 2 rivals be so close to each other? I mean, Nintendo only has 1 building, Nintendo of America. And look at Microsoft. They're all over the place. They're right there. Actually, I think Nintendo is in Microsoft's backyard. They probably rented out some kind of some little building next to Microsoft. And I'm not too convinced whether the Nintendo America building is inside a Microsoft building, because look how close this is, right? The entire area says Microsoft Visitor Center and Company Store, you know? So, you know, it's everywhere. And why would they do this? You know, how about we compare that? Let's compare that to Sony, right? First thing, you don't see Sony anywhere on this map. Do you want to know how far Sony is from Nintendo? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Bam! There we are. Look at how far Sony look at how far Sony is from Nintendo. They are super incredibly far away. I mean, they're across the country. Across the country, they are 42 hours away compared to the 6 minutes away that Microsoft is from Nintendo. Okay, I'm telling you, there's some sort of partnership happening. That's why Microsoft, they don't care if they show a Nintendo Switch in the background of their presentations. Remember that really famous video with Phil Spencer in his office where he had a Nintendo Switch on the shelf in the background as he was presenting something about the Xbox games or something like that? You know, there is a lot here that people are kind of misunderstanding, and especially the news media. No, we're not. Nintendo is not enemies with Sony. I mean, with Xbox. Sony, yeah, look at the map, you know, but not with Xbox, not with Microsoft. I think that Microsoft and Xbox, you know, they have a great relationship, and I think we're about to see great partnerships. Are the partnerships going to be IP wise? No, never. I don't think ever Nintendo will ever actually part with their IPs. Microsoft is more keen on partnering with Nintendo and putting their IPs on Nintendo than Nintendo is about sharing their IPs with Microsoft, right? Microsoft has a lot more to back up, but Nintendo has their IP, right? So we might even be seeing Xbox Lives on Nintendo Switch too. Who knows? We know we're going to see not Battlefield, Call of Duty on Nintendo Switch too. That's going to be a given, right? And so I want to crush this right here. Nintendo and Microsoft are not enemies. Nintendo Switch 2 will not bury Xbox in any way or form. I think that for the next gen console, when Nintendo releases their next gen console, we're going to see Nintendo and Microsoft collaborate in a beautiful way that benefits all as gamers. I love Xbox. I love Nintendo Switch. I also have a PlayStation. Don't play it as much. Not as friendly. I do love Horizon, and I do love Spider-Man, and they're amazing games. But right now, the key is that I think Nintendo and Microsoft are very good friends, and we're about to get a world of interesting when it comes to them both working together. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. It's a little long, but I wanted to give you guys some value and some information. I think that this it's considered like a fun video, right, when it comes to the information provided on this last topic, at least, right? The Marknet thing was super sad, and I really want to get your thoughts below, but that's going to do it for this video. Before I let you go, I got two things I need to let you know. Number one, never ever give up, and number two, journey on. Peace.
Welcome to the Odyssey, hit the like, press play. You're running with the squad like Xenoblade. Drive like Mario, we on a new wave. Never slow down, winners don't need no breaks. And we won't fade, our shine gets greater. Staying on the ball like Pokemon trainers. From the nest to the Wii, we dangerous. You can button mash, but it ain't